beautiful people. My name is Naila, your host for the Art of Living show. Our guest today is a transformational and inspirational leader with recognized organization, design, and development. She is a mechanical engineer and holds a master's in arts and environment. She is also a certified executive coach in the UK. She's the most sought out speaker and moderator locally and globally. She is a mother of two. She invites us to her home to have a look around and to have a conversation. Our coach today, who is none other than Mary Moyer, will talk to us about how do we stick to our resolution throughout the year, and we also will tell us more about why we don't need people to validate us. We need to validate ourselves. Welcome to the show. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for inviting me to your beautiful home.
You're
love
welcome.
it.
You're
It's
welcome.
so warm and cozy and very vintage. I don't know, it reminds me of Lamu, Malindi, something very coastal about it.
Yeah.
You know, very
Yeah.
vintage. These are for you.
Oh, thank you. Lovely. Oh, thank you so much. They're beautiful. I should put them.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you very much. So I want to hear how
Yeah.
you've managed to get this beautiful space. I like the earth colors, you know, that you've worked with, and the beautiful pieces. Like you have very statement pieces and very functional.
Yeah.
And I can tell
Yeah,
they are very precious to you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm a person who believes that a home should be a sanctuary.
Okay.
It should be a place where you come when you come from the world,
Yes.
fighting with the traffic, fighting with the sun, fighting with the climate and everything else, and disappointments of the days, or the highs and the lows of life and all that. A home should be a place where you just come into like an oasis. It
Yes.
should embrace you.
Yes.
And your home should be your personality. It should represent the personalities of those people who live in there. So for me, a home for me is a place that is a sanctuary for me. Is
Okay.
a place where I say my prayers.
Yes.
It's a place where I brought up my girls
Okay.
in this space.
Yes.
And one of the biggest prayer I've always had is that I would love to make a home where my children love to be home.
That's amazing.
When they walk through the door, they
Yes.
love to be in their home.
They
love
want to be at home.
Yes, they want to be home.
Okay.
Therefore, the ambience, the feeling around it
Yes.
should be just embracive to them.
How
Yeah.
long have you been here?
I've been here for about now almost 10 years.
Okay.
This is where I brought up my girls,
All
and
right.
now the eldest is in the university for second
Okay.
year, and the youngest is doing her A levels now.
All right.
So they've
Okay.
practically grown up here
Okay.
for
Nice.
since they were about 7 years and about 10 years
Okay.
until now.
Until now.
Yes.
Did you build the house? Because it's, I love the design. You know, I love the fact that it has all these arc doors. You know, it looks really, really nice, the design. Did
Yeah.
you pick the colors? Did you do the house yourself, or you got an expert to do this for you?
I did the house myself
Okay.
over a period of time.
For a mechanical engineer, talk to me about that.
I've always loved to create.
Okay.
I have an artistic side of myself.
All right.
Really, because it's what makes me then decompress from my science side.
Okay.
It's good to balance both sides.
Oh, I've just seen this beautiful set.
Yes.
And it's such a statement, you know.
Yeah.
It's also very, very unique.
Yes.
Talk to me about this chair. And very solid, because I can look at the wood, it's hardwood.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My first job was with Kenya Bureau of Standard with a
Okay.
salary of 15,000
All
shillings.
right.
So I actually used my entire salary to make this one seat.
You're joking.
This seat is as old as 1998.
Wow.
It was my first really asset or property or something to
Really?
own. Yes.
That is amazing.
Yes.
So it's like an antique. You
It's
know,
yes.
It feels like an antique, and you know, I think, you know, when people are making purchases
Yeah.
for their homes,
Yes.
most of the time we don't think about the investment that you put in.
Yes.
And if, for example, you paid less than what you paid at that time,
Yeah.
I don't think you would still have this furniture today.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that I didn't buy it when it was ready-made.
Okay.
I went to the carpenter and I said exactly what I wanted. I shopped around for a good carpenter.
All right.
This country has got very amazing woodwork craftsmanship, very skillful, but you need to look for them. I actually even bought the fabric myself.
Nice.
And then he designed the seat and I said, this is the fabric. So
sit
originally,
here.
it
Yes.
was, it had a brown color.
Okay. This beautiful piece up here, I love
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Where did you buy it from? Because it's somehow it goes very well with the print, the upholstery on the chair
Yes.
as well,
Yes.
on the seat
Yeah.
and the wallpaper as
Yeah.
well. It's I love the texture. You know, everything goes very, very well. Did you pick it yourself?
Yes, I
and
did.
where did you buy this from? The piece and the wallpaper.
I love mirrors, but I'm very
Yes.
specific about what I pick.
Yes, because I can see that mirror.
Yeah.
And that mirror behind you is
Yes.
absolutely amazing. It
Yes.
somehow complements your space.
Yeah.
I love the fact that the design complement each other and
Yes.
it's not taking away from your house.
Thank you.
How about this piano? It looks very classic.
This piano, we got it from Zimbabwe in
Okay.
2006.
Okay.
For the girls, my children play piano and they also play violin.
All right.
So it was on sale, it was second hand.
Okay.
So and really, I like to go to second-hand sales places.
Okay.
And I can take as long as possible to look for whatever I need.
Yes.
As I'm saving for it and balancing with my budget.
Yes. So
Yeah,
you don't play the piano, no?
No, my girls do. They
They
play
do.
piano, they play violin.
Oh, fantastic. Very
Yes.
nice and beautiful. I'm seeing your beautiful portraits as well. Even how you've picked your frames.
Thank you.
It goes very well with the colors of your home, the
Yeah.
antique feel.
Yeah.
When I look at your house, I see your furniture pieces are vintage,
Yeah.
very
Thank you.
classy.
Thank you.
And they're not, you just didn't pick them from anywhere. Your lampshades as well,
Yeah.
the chandelier, for example.
Yeah.
There's something about your lamps. How do you pick them out? Do you did you buy them all at once, or is it something that you buy
Gradually.
Gradually. Okay.
Gradually.
Okay.
Because with the commitments of
Yes,
it,
yes.
I'm a typical mom raising children.
Yes.
With the commitment of everyday living.
Yes.
I didn't have the luxury to just walk into a shop and buy everything at a go.
All right. Okay.
But I'm a very patient person.
Okay.
I remember our first house. Stayed with only blinds for a very long time without curtains at all. I would rather then wait for a year or two without curtains. I save and buy decent curtains. And then I will keep them for a very, very long time. I tend to keep my stuff for such a long time.
For a long time.
And be a good steward.
And be a good steward.
Yes. So
Okay.
I also believe in reduce, reuse,
Yes.
and recycle.
And recycle.
Yes.
I think that saves money. And you know,
Yeah.
when I talk about saving money,
Yeah.
you mentioned you bought this house.
Yeah.
And for young people and people who want to buy a home
Yeah.
and want to own a house,
Yeah.
what are the
Yeah.
tricks that people can learn to actually end up owning a home?
I think one of the fallacies or illusions that people have is that you can acquire a certain things or certain type of lifestyle overnight. It took me time to really look for a place to live because I knew the kind of a place I wanted to bring up the girls, and then we had a dog, and I needed just a small form of a garden or a place where the dog could also still run around.
Yes.
It took me a lot of up and down looking for a place, and I also wanted a place that is convenient for the school bus for the kids. I don't believe that kids should be in the school bus for hours and hours and they get home late, tired, exhausted for fighting with traffic.
Very true.
So I needed a place where it's convenient for them to access school and to come back from school. I would rather fight with traffic myself, but not the kids.
Not the kids.
So
okay.
on top of my mind was the
So
kids.
you're looking for convenience.
Yeah, convenience.
Yes.
Because of my children, especially on top of my mind.
And something that you can afford.
Something I could afford, and also that I had a dog.
And and you had a dog.
Yes.
You needed a garden.
Yeah, a little garden, however
Yes.
little it was.
You just needed
because
a
my
garden.
previous home had a big garden. I
Okay.
was used to a spacious space.
Okay.
So circumstances do change, and
Yes.
therefore I needed to find a place that could
space.
a space.
Okay.
So I, looking around, I finally landed on this place, and when I saw it, I knew this is it.
Okay.
And so
Did
I,
it fit your budget at the time?
yeah,
Or
the
did
rent budget, yes, it
Rent
did. It
budget,
fitted my rent budget at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, home, and for me, it's not just a house; it's about turning a house into a home.
Yes.
So to cut the story short, when I got it here, the first thing I did was to pray over my house.
Okay.
Because really, where I dwell is where also I believe the Spirit of God inhabits.
Amen
We
to
are
that.
physical being, we are
Yes.
spiritual being, we are emotional being, and we are also intellectual beings.
couldn't agree more.
Yeah, those
Yes.
you are all that in one.
Yes,
And,
yes.
and home is where you find expression for all these things.
And that's why I
Yeah.
believe, you know, as a human being,
Yeah.
You claim what you want.
Yes.
And what you just said
And then
right
you
now,
work towards it.
Yeah, what you just said right now, I resonate with it, because if you want something, even if you cannot afford it,
Yeah.
you
Dream it.
Dream it, call it out, and ask God.
Yeah, and then go
provide
out
for
to
you.
do something, because
Yes.
of course faith without works is dead. And
Yes.
I'm very influenced also by my Christian faith,
Yes.
but also by my intellectual background, my spiritual and emotional background.
Okay.
Oh, welcome for tea.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, there was
very
some tea. I hope it's not gone cold yet.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
fine. Thank you.
Let me just serve you. Welcome for tea.
Thank you, Kenyan tea.
Absolutely.
Lovely.